What's going on, guys? I'm Jehovah, but I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. Welcome to my Battlefield Bad Company 2 Vietnam gameplay. Now, I had never played this before. I knew it was a thing, and after all this Battlefield hype and everything, I started seeing that a lot of people were big fans of Vietnam and said that it was a great game, so I really wanted to try it out. Picked it up on Steam. You have to buy Bad Company because I didn't even realize. I thought Vietnam was a separate game, but it's actually like a DLC for Bad Company 2, so I had to buy both. I think both of them together cost me like 35 bucks on Steam. It was actually a little bit cheaper on Origin, but for whatever reason, I'm just comfortable with Steam. Anyways, I picked it up. Here's some gameplay to show off how terrible I am at sniping in Battlefield. But that's one of the reasons I'm playing, right? Because Battlefield 1 looks fucking amazing, and I gotta get used to that Battlefield gameplay. Look at this, though. Missed all those shots, and then I wrecked that guy with a headshot out of the Jeep. Felt fucking great. Sniping in Battlefield is one of the most satisfying things in shooters in this day of age. But anyway, so I want to get used to the bullet drop again and everything like that. Like, I played a little bit of Battlefield 4 and a little bit of Hardline, and once I get used to it, I can usually snipe pretty decently in these games, but it's just something you got to get used to. It's way different than Call of Duty, and it's way different than Counter-Strike and, you know, all the other shooters that I play. So anyways, it's a little bit of a decent gameplay. Look how beautiful this game is, though. First of all, this is an older game. I don't know exactly when it came out, but it's an older game, and it still looks fucking great. There's still servers of people playing, and it's a lot of fun. The soundtrack in this game is insane. The weapons are all really, really cool, and just the whole feel of it is just really, really fun. I'm trying to talk some of the other guys in the crew into getting this game so we can play it while we're waiting on Battlefield 1, because I'm really excited. Now, I want to talk about this dislike thing, all this hype right now. All this shit is crazy. Like, I knew it was going to get disliked, right, obviously, but as I'm recording this right now, the official Call of Duty Infinite Warfare reveal trailer has 1.5 million dislikes, and that is a crazy, crazy number, obviously. But I kind of want to talk about a couple things. How, first of all, even though this is getting all these dislikes, it's kind of still a good thing for Call of Duty because exposure is exposure, right? And even though this is kind of going viral in a bad way, it's still going viral. And they're getting their exposure. You know, people that might not have heard of the new Call of Duty or weren't going to pay attention to it at all or know anything about it might know a little something about it now because they heard their friends talking, holy shit, did you guys hear the new Infinite Warfare trailer has 1.5 million dislikes? Or, you know, they heard it from a website doing an article, or whatever the case may be, people tweeting, whatever. It's getting more exposure, you know, hands down, period, to the fact it is. Now, it's also negative exposure, but I don't know. And so here's what I wanted to talk about. There's a lot of Call of Duty fans are defending it and saying, yeah, but those dislikes are inflated, right? Because, yes, obviously, once the Battlefield trailer came out and it was fucking amazing and everything that everybody wanted, and everybody started, you know, tweeting Rip COD and all that stuff, it's definitely become a thing to, like, go dislike it just because. And I'm sure people are making multiple accounts to dislike it and all that good stuff. So, yes, 100%, I'm sure it is inflated to some degree. But it had hundreds of thousands of dislikes before the Battlefield 1 trailer went up. I wish I knew exactly how much so I could drop that number here. If somebody knows, feel free to discuss it in the comments. But it had hundreds of thousands of dislikes before the Battlefield trailer went up. So I don't know. It just kind of bothered me that a lot of people were like automatically defending it and saying, whoa, 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 this is just because Battlefield dropped and it's the whole Battlefield versus COD thing and it's inflated and it doesn't really matter. I think it does matter. I don't think we should be so quick to dismiss the fact that this fucking gameplay trailer has 1.5 million dislikes. I mean, it's the 4th most disliked video on all of YouTube. I mean, how many YouTube videos are there? Billions? Trillions? I don't fucking know. A lot. A lot. There's a shitload of YouTube videos out there, and the fact that it is the 4th most disliked video in the world on YouTube is insane. Number 2 being Friday by Rebecca Black. You guys remember that catastrophe, don't you? Terrible fucking song. It has 2 million, just over 2 million dislikes. I would not be surprised considering, a little over a week Call of Duty has gotten 1.5 million. I wouldn't be surprised if it surpassed Friday. Now, Justin Bieber holds the number 1 spot with Baby, 6 million, over 6 million dislikes. I don't know if it'll pass that, but I just thought this was kind of a interesting topic, and I wanted to see what your all's opinion is. Now, also, at the same time, the Battlefield trailer has 1.2 million likes, and I love seeing that because for a while, I honestly thought I was like the only person that really deep down inside wanted to see an old school shooter. Vietnam, World War I, World War II, something back in that era. I thought I was like, I thought I had like a unique mindset in that, and I thought I was like kind of crazy, like how old, I'm a little bit of an older guy. I started YouTubing and gaming a long time ago. I'm 27 years old now. And so I was like, maybe I'm just old-fashioned, maybe I'm old school, maybe I'm the minority, right? But this trailer dropped, and it was fucking amazing, the response to it. Everybody is freaking out right now. 1.2 million likes on this gameplay trailer is insane. In fact, I think I heard somebody say that it's the most liked gameplay trailer on YouTube right now. Which is a pretty cool stat, and it's funny that they're side by side. They're going to get compared because Call of Duty and Battlefield have always had that rivalry. So it's really interesting to me. But I don't like the people that are saying I can't say that I don't like the people, but I don't like the idea of people just automatically dismissing it and saying that it's just inflated and it doesn't matter, because it does matter. For it to even be in the situation to go viral in an aspect of like, look how shitty this is, go dislike it. It has to come from something. The dislike is there, whether it's a little bit inflated or not. There is obvious dislike in the idea of a futuristic Call of Duty with jumper packs and all that shit. I don't want it. Other people obviously don't want it either. And I think this is hopefully going to be a huge eye-opener to the Call of Duty franchise, and hopefully they learn from this. And I don't necessarily think they will. Now, I will agree, a lot of those same people are saying, look, this happens every time Call of Duty and Battlefield come out at the same time. I believe it was Ghosts came out at the same time Battlefield 4. Everybody said, oh, Battlefield 4 is going to be the COD killer, and Battlefield had a little bit of a rocky release. They had a little bit of a failed launch. There was lots of glitches in the gameplay and all that stuff. It was pretty broken at the time, and a lot of people say they kind of wasted an opportunity there. But and there's also the infamous now Modern Warfare 2. There's a screenshot of like this Steam group that somebody created and started inviting people to, and it was saying, oh, we're gonna boycott. Fuck me, I can't talk. Boycott Modern Warfare 2. The game looks like shit. Who knows what their reasoning was at that time. We're not gonna buy it. Fuck Modern Warfare 2. And then somebody screenshotted months later the Steam group, and you know how on Steam it shows everybody's activity and of like what game they're playing, and they were all a lot of them were playing Modern Warfare 2, and that's pretty funny. And it's true, a lot of Call of Duty haters are the same people that end up buying it in November every single fucking year. So I honestly don't think that this trailer and all these dislikes means much for this Call of Duty release. I think it's still gonna be like the number one selling fucking video game of the year, like I believe last year Black Ops 3 was. Maybe I'm wrong on that, I don't know, but it was very successful nonetheless. I still think that Infinite Warfare is going to be very, very successful, and everybody's going to buy it, and they might buy it and then complain about it and bitch about it, but I think they're still going to buy it, so we'll see, which is kind of a shame, because here's my opinion on it. I do think Call of Duty 4 should be re-released without having to buy Infinite Warfare. I think that's a really shitty move on their part. Whether that was intentional, I mean, let's face it, it probably was. Like, we better do something to make people actually buy this, because the buzz before, they've been working on this for years, right? The buzz was that no one wanted jump packs, thrusters, all that shit, space warfare. They knew that there was already a buzz of like, oh, I hope it's old school, and they're sitting there like, fuck, what are we gonna do? So Call of Duty 4 is there, and that's a thing. It'd be kind of nice. Like, a lot of people are like trying to start a revolution and be like, don't pre-order Infinite Warfare. Don't buy it just for Call of Duty 4. Like, stick it to them. Show them what's up. And that's a good idea. But I don't think it's going to work. First of all, I don't think enough people are going to do it because a lot of people really want Call of Duty 4. And I'll be the first to admit that, unfortunately, okay, here's the thing. I would play Infinite Warfare just to check it out regardless. Like, maybe I'll play the beta and I'll fucking hate it and I won't want to have a full release copy of the game. But I'm the kind of guy that I'm usually pretty like, okay, I'll try it out. Like, I'll give it a try. Plus, it's my job, so I can, I can justify spending the money on it, a little better than most people. But I think people are going to buy it just for Call of Duty 4, and I don't think anybody's going to stick together. And even if they did and say, oh, we're going to refuse to buy Infinite Warfare, I don't think they're ever going to budge and say, okay, you know what, we're going to re-release Call of Duty 4 on the side, and you don't have to buy Infinite Warfare. I don't think they'll ever do that. No matter what the stance is from the community, I don't think they'll change their stance on you have to buy Infinite Warfare to play Call of Duty 4. Unfortunately. Anyways, that's just a whole bunch of my thoughts on the situation. I'm fucking excited as fuck for Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty 4. What do you guys think? Comment below. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.